Steam Deck and the Steam Deck OLED have been out for quite a while at this moment, and I wanted to compile some of my favorite accessories for the Steam Deck that maybe you don't have, or maybe you are looking for something else to just improve your experience with the Steam Deck. I'm gonna have links to all of the products I mentioned in this video in the description below. Without further ado, let's begin. So the first thing is not gonna be for everyone. It's a screen protector. Some people are gonna say they don't need it because they don't really use the Steam Deck anywhere that they could break it. In my opinion, it doesn't cost too much to get the screen protector, and the one that I'm gonna talk about in this video, the one I'm gonna show you in a second, really makes it that you don't feel that you have a screen protector on. So it's just an extra safety for you and your Steam Deck, because you can by accident drop it, maybe someone can drop it, accidents can happen. So actually I got the screen protector from JSOX, and I got them from them because I already had one for the Asus ROG Ally, and I really liked the way they made them. First off, when you get the JSOX screen protector, you can pick between the matte finish and the clear one, which is this one, which I prefer. But if you like the matte one because you don't want to have the sun or any kind of light source bouncing off the screen, well, you can get the matte one too. The other thing is, these are actually a 2-pack, so right away you get 2-pack, and if you break one, or it just doesn't look the way you want it to, there's some kind of debris under it, well, you always have the second one in case you need it. And there's a third thing that I really love about this set. There's one key feature, which is this. I knew that they do this because I already had one for my Asus ROG Ally, and I knew that, you know, with the way they make it, it's just so convenient. So what you have to do is you just place the yellow guidelines on your Steam Deck, and they pretty much click into place. And now, as you can see, the guidelines are on. They don't move at all. They're made to fit on the Steam Deck. When you put the screen protector, this aligns it so it's perfectly in place. So every time you put the screen protector on, it's going to be perfectly in place where they design it to be. So you're not going to misalign it. While this is just a small plastic thing, it just makes it a whole lot better. The screen protector is going to be where it should be, and it just makes it that you don't really see it. It's pretty much seamless. My second accessory is, once again, not for everyone. It is a dock. You can get plenty of different docks. You can get the one from the Steam, or you can get some different third-party ones. I had this one, which is also JSOX, and I had it for the Asus ROG Ally. But it was designed for the Steam Deck originally, so it works with plenty other handhelds. Essentially what this gives you is, first off, you can plug in your charger to this, and when you put your Steam Deck on it, well, you can charge it right here with this USB-C cable on top. So you have like a docking station when you're not playing and you want to put it somewhere, you can put it on this. I personally use it almost like a stand and a charging dock, so it's standing like this at all times on my desk, and it just presents itself nicely, and I can charge it when I'm not using it. And also, if you're using your Steam Deck on a separate monitor or TV and having it like a stationary console or a PC, then this is also one thing that you want, because you can connect it to a power outlet, but also there is USB-C, HDMI, and 2 USB-A ports, meaning you could connect like a keyboard, a mouse, also HDMI to the TV or screen that you have, and you have the power, so everything is in this. So it's a really nice hub. You can have it on the side and have everything set up around it. And this works with plenty of other handhelds if you have any. Like I said, once again, it is not going to be for everyone. This is even more niche down, but I really love this. And before you ask me what this is a SSD enclosure. Essentially, I was changing out the SSD for my Asus ROG Ally in that case, but the same thing can be done with the Steam Deck OLED. If you wanted to change the internal SSD for a bigger one, for example, you could get something like this and still have the use case for your older SSD. Essentially, I did this on the Asus ROG Ally, where I took the 500 gigabytes of storage that we had inside. I actually put a new 2 terabyte of storage inside, and then put the original 500 gigabytes of storage into here. You put it into here, there's actually like an enclosure, you open this up, and you have cooling in it, so it's pretty nicely cooled, and you can use it like a traditional storage device, like a really tiny, because this is small. As you can see, it's kind of like on a keychain, and you have now 500 gigabytes of storage, for example, for your Steam Deck, that you can use as like a traditional storage, your photos, videos, even games. And the cool thing is, this is actually a removable USB-C, and it works by USB-C. So you can put it here, and now you have SSD with the USB-C. You could, in theory, I think, actually put games on it and connect it with the USB-C and play from it. I would personally not do it, it just doesn't make sense to me. But if you wanted to, you could try it, and it's just a cool way to give a second life to your SD if you are switching that. This is a must for many. This is a portable monitor. This is a portable monitor, which is the Arzopa Z1 FC. Why do I have this exact model? Essentially, this is a Full HD up to 144 Hz display. And it is a beautiful panel, really sharp, but it's really tiny. As you can see, it's like a slightly bigger tablet. It's a 16-inch model. There's plenty of different portable monitors you can get. You can find one that is just working for you. And the reason I say that these are amazing, I found myself plenty of times just taking like a Steam Deck, Asus ROG Ally, or even using it with a PS5 when I'm away from home and I wanted to game. I know I'm gonna have a chance to game, or I'm at my girlfriend's place and we wanted to play together, for example, or even here when we're playing together and one of us is using the big screen and the other can use this. And best of all, because it's up to 144 Hz, you can actually play like games in 120 frames per second if the console or the Steam Deck allows for it. For example, if you wanted to have Steam Deck as your PC, you can have this as your main monitor, connect a keyboard and mouse to the Steam Deck through that dock, and now we have a full PC setup pretty much. So it's really cool and it's really small. It's 16-inch and it's like a bigger tablet. If you want to make like a portable station, that is the way to go. I feel like this is a really nice connection to the handhelds being like a portable device. So this is definitely something I can highly recommend. And especially if you're playing where you have it docked, I would highly recommend getting a controller. It could be a PS5 controller, it can be a Xbox controller. But getting a separate controller is really nice for those sessions where you want to play on a bigger screen, where you don't want to use it as a handheld, but rather have it docked. Another thing is, it's really nice to have a power bank. But I'm not gonna specify exactly which power bank. I guess it's up to you to decide how big of a power bank and how much you want to spend on it. But before you buy one, just remember that if you're flying with that power bank, because I know many are gonna use a Steam Deck with a power bank on their travels, remember to check the airline's regulations, because you cannot get power banks above certain size. So I know that 20,000 milliamp hour battery is gonna be fine, and I think up to around 27,000 milliamp hour battery is gonna be fine. But thanks to this, you can enjoy playing your games a little bit longer while on adventures. In my opinion, another must-have is some kind of headphones. Whether it's gonna be like wireless like the ones here, as you can see, or it's gonna be wired. Because of this Steam Deck having the 3.5mm jack, you can use wired headphones for just the best overall experience. But if maybe you don't have the option for it, well, any headphones that are Bluetooth are gonna be amazing, so that you can use it on your travels, maybe on a plane or a train. That way you can still enjoy the games on the go. And I would normally say a case for a handheld, but the Steam Deck actually comes with a pretty nice case right out of the box. It's actually essentially the box for it. But there's one thing that I'm missing from it. Well, you could somehow put the power brick on the back or just have it in your backpack, but other than Steam Deck, you cannot really put anything in this carrying case. And that is where I have this JSOX case. I actually got it for the Asus ROG Ally, but it was actually made for the Steam Deck. It fits the Steam Deck and it's just slightly taller than the original carrying case. But because of it, you can actually fit a little bit more inside of it. First off, you can actually open it up, and as you can see, it's made cutouts for the Steam Deck. It has a place for the Steam Deck, and you can open this up and put the Steam Deck in here. But that is not all. For example, you wanted to have your charging brick, maybe an SSD or an SD card, and what you can actually put in the pouch here. As you can see, there's a pouch for this. But there's actually a place for more. If you, for example, wanted to take the dock with you, well, if you open this up, there's actually more space underneath. Because side by side, they're pretty much the same. There's just a slight difference in the way it's just slightly thicker. The original is gonna be a little bit smaller. But if you wanted to have everything with you, this is a great choice. But like I said, most of these accessories are case by case scenario. For some, they're gonna be amazing, some people are gonna love them, but for some, they may make no sense. So depending on your use case scenario, some of them, or maybe even all, can be a great choice. If you have any accessories for the Steam Deck OLED and the Steam Deck that you love that I didn't mention in this video, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm really curious what you guys have for your Steam Deck. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.